A Colorado man who was recently released from prison over botched DNA evidence has learned he will be tried for murder again.
Michael Clark's conviction was vacated because of the Missy Woods DNA scandal. She's the former state DNA analyst who's now facing criminal charges herself for flubbing evidence in hundreds of cases. 9 News reporter Jeremy Hijola was in a Boulder courtroom this morning when prosecutors announced they want a new trial. So what does that mean exactly, Jeremy?
Yeah, Kim, this means a man who was serving a life sentence and was released after 12 years could end up going back to prison depending on what a jury decides. This is a 1994 murder case that will now be retried amid the state's DNA evidence scandal. Now, here's what happened today. This is Michael Clark walking into a Boulder courtroom this morning with his family and his attorney. Clark was released from prison back in April after prosecutors decided to vacate his murder conviction for killing a man named Marty Grisham back in 1994. One of the big pieces of evidence was lip balm left near the murder scene that apparently contained the DNA of Michael Clark. Eventually, a jury convicted him in 2012 and sent him to prison without the possibility of parole. But then it was revealed a state DNA analyst named Missy Woods may have mishandled DNA evidence in this case, along with hundreds of other criminal cases. Clark's conviction was then set aside in April of this year, as he was allowed to get out on bond pending a re-review of his case. Now the Boulder District Attorney has decided to retry this case again after looking at other evidence. A new trial date has been set for next year. Here's what Clark's attorney has to say about the DA's decision.
It's really a tragedy that Michael Doherty is going to put an innocent man and his family through hell. But that's what he's chosen to do, so we'll play this out in court.
The DA's office sent out a statement saying it carefully analyzed other evidence in this case, and based on that review, it was necessary to go forward with the new trial. Clark will remain free on bond pending his new trial date, which is now set for May 11th. But before then, his attorney has already told the court he plans to seek dismissal of this case. We'll keep following it along. Kim, back to you.
This is really the first big one that we're hearing about related to the Missy Woods case, but surely there probably will be more, but they have to think hard about going back to trial because that's so many resources, so much time, and a lot of money.
And a lot of these witnesses from 1994, they're scattered around the country. Then you got to get witnesses, expert witnesses to talk about DNA. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Jeremy.